Everyone thinks the BlackShark V2 is just another overhyped eSports headset, but here's the thing, the real win isn't the logo or the marketing. It's how this wired set quietly demolishes positional audio and mic clarity when you set it up right. Most people plug it in and call it a day. Big mistake. After 3 weeks of testing across PC, PS5, and Switch, what I found flipped my expectations, and a couple of the biggest surprises aren't even in the spec sheet. If you've been burned by muddy bass or hot, clampy ear cups, stick with me because this one took work to figure out. Before we dive into what I discovered, quick heads up. If you're already leaning toward the BlackShark V2, I've got the best current price linked below. But don't click off yet, a few settings can make or break your experience and I'll show you exactly which ones. Here's why I went hunting for a new headset. My old daily driver had big, boomy bass that made single-player games sound fun, but it smeared footsteps in Apex and Valorant. My teammates complained about my mic picking up my mechanical keyboard, and after 2 hours my ears got sweaty and sore. I needed 3 things: clean positional audio, a mic that didn't make me sound like I was shouting in a tin can, and comfort for marathon sessions. I tried a few popular options, some were comfy but muddy, others had great mics but felt like a vice. The BlackShark V2 kept popping up in recommendation lists, and yeah, it's from the #1 selling PC gaming peripherals brand in the US. That's cool, but hype doesn't win lobbies. I was skeptical. Time to test. First, comfort. I ran multiple 3 to 4 hour sessions, glasses on in a warm room. The ear cushions use Razer's breathable memory foam and the seal is legit. Passive isolation is strong enough to cut out AC hum and lessen keyboard chatter without cranking volume. Clamp force out of the box felt firm but not punishing, and the headband distributed weight evenly. After a week, the pads softened slightly and heat buildup was minimal, but then I noticed the limited cup rotation. If your head shape is wider, you'll feel a tiny hot spot until the pads break in. It's not a deal breaker, just a heads up. Then audio. Out of the box in stereo, the Triforce Titanium 15 drivers have a slightly bright tilt. Crisp highs, forward mids for vocals and footstep detail, and a controlled low end that doesn't blur. In Valorant and Siege, I could pinpoint front versus side steps without second guessing. The imaging is tight. Music was clean too, with cymbals that had sparkle without slicing my ears. But then I enabled the included USB sound card on PC and fired up Razer Synapse. THX spatial audio changes the vibe. In single-player games like Cyberpunk and Hellblade, the stage opened up and felt cinematic. In competitive FPS, though, stereo actually gave me the most reliable left-right and elevation cues. THX is awesome for immersion. I found stereo best for ranked play. Here's where it gets interesting. With a quick EQ tweak in Synapse, dropping 2.4K Hz by a smidge and adding a couple dB at 60-80 Hz, I got the balance just right. Zero harshness, just enough punch. Mic time. The Razer Hyperclear cardioid mic is detachable, and with the USB sound card you unlock mic EQ, noise gate, high-pass filter, and sidetone. I recorded samples in Discord with a desktop fan on low and a blue clicky keyboard 6 inches away. Stock, the mic is good. With the noise gate and high-pass enabled, it jumped to great. Teammates noticed the difference immediately. Background clatter dropped, my voice stayed natural, and plosives were controlled if I angled the booms slightly off-center. On consoles through 3.5 you still sound clear, but you lose those Synapse tools, so expect a bit more room noise unless your environment is quiet. One gripe: no foam windscreen included. Add a cheap one to tame breath noise. Compatibility and controls. On PC, use the USB card for processing and THX on Windows 10 64-bit. On PS5, plug the 3.5 into the controller and let Tempest 3D do its thing. It plays nice with Switch and Xbox controllers too. The volume knob on the left ear cup is clutch for quick adjustments, and there's a physical mic mute switch. The cable is braided and sturdy, but yeah, it's a wired setup, so if you're used to wireless freedom, you'll feel the leash. Also, no swivel flat cups for travel. This is a desk-first headset. The big reveal after roughly 30 hours of use. The BlackShark V2's strength is honest, precise stereo imaging that beats a lot of pricier, flashier competitors when it comes to actual wins. THX Spatial is a real bonus for story games, but if you want ranked advantage, run stereo with a light EQ. The second surprise, the USB sound card, is the secret sauce. It elevates both the mic and the drivers, letting you fine-tune instead of living with stock tuning. Compared to the HyperX Cloud II, the V2 isolates better and pulls more micro detail in footsteps. Against the Logitech G Pro X, the V2's drivers feel faster and cleaner out of the box, though the Pro X mic software is also excellent. Versus SteelSeries Arctis models in this price tier, the V2 trades a bit of airy soundstage for superior isolation and crisper edges on directional cues. Is it perfect? No, it's plastic, the cups don't rotate flat, and the wired nature won't be for everyone. But for competitive audio and a broadcast-worthy mic once tuned, it punches above its weight. And with thousands of reviews averaging around 4.4 stars, I'm not alone. Now that you know the stereo versus DHX trick and how much the USB sound card matters, grab it while it's in stock and before sale prices bounce. I've linked the best current deal below, plus my EQ and mic settings so you can get dialed in on day one. Bottom line, if you want clean, competitive positioning, a mic your squad won't roast, and comfort that actually lasts, the Razer BlackShark V2 is an easy yes, especially on PC where the USB card shines. Buy it if you play a lot of shooters, need cross-platform 3.5mm and value isolation without heat. Skip it if you insist on wireless, crave a super wide open back sound, or want skull-rattling bass by default. Set it up right and this isn't just another eSports badge, it's a quiet advantage you can hear.